governing body, I warmly welcome you to the Pure Worship Convention. Last year's Declare the Good News Convention was epic. What will this year's convention be like? Our convention will be based largely on the first few months of Christ Jesus' ministry. This pivotal period is depicted in episodes 2 and 3 of the Good News According to Jesus. Episode 2 will be shown in 2 parts, today and tomorrow. Episode 3 will be shown in its entirety on the final day of our convention. You might be wondering, since our program again revolves around Jesus Christ, why did the governing body choose as the theme of this convention pure worship? Consider what happened when Jesus turned 30 years of age. That was the year he got baptized. Jesus' baptism was a pivotal moment. He became the Messiah. He started to preach and to teach. And that day, Jesus began a life fully devoted to pure worship. In fact, what Jesus said and did during the first few months of his ministry teaches us what pure worship is and how we can put pure worship first in our life. This convention reflects Jehovah's keen desire that we learn to worship Him acceptably. How do we know He feels that way? Consider what Jesus told the Samaritan woman as recorded at John 4:23. The hour is coming, and it is now, when the true worshipers will worship the Father with spirit and truth. For indeed, the Father is looking for ones like these to worship Him. Do you want to worship your Father Jehovah with spirit and truth? Of course you do. That's why you came to this convention. And Jesus says that Jehovah is looking for you. Yes, He's eager to train each one of us, not only to start walking on the path of pure worship, but also to continue walking on that path. In just a few minutes, we'll see episode 2 of the Good News According to Jesus, part 1. As you watch the events unfold, think about these questions. What can we learn from the role that John the Baptist played? What can we learn from Jesus' baptism, including Jehovah's own words on that occasion? What can we learn from Jesus' responses to the devil's temptations? There is no greater privilege in the universe than to worship the only true God, Jehovah. In fact, that's our purpose in life. May this convention move all of us to worship Jehovah acceptably and to stick to pure worship forever.